Gracias. Ciao. Adios, chapipijero. Welcome to Bolivia. We are still here.
But we have left the capital city of La Paz and we are going to tour the area for a couple of days. And we've got a tour guide today, a lovely lady called Mabel, who is going to take us around and show us the sights for a few days. And we've just crossed Lake Titicaca for the first time on a little boat, and our bus has gone on a different boat.
Really funny arrangement, we weren't quite expecting it.
So we just made the 3-hour journey from La Paz over to a little town called San Pablo de Tequina, and then we just got a boat across. We had to go separately from our bus, it took another boat, to San Pedro de Tequina. And now we're going to get back on the bus and make the rest of the journey.
Gracias. Ciao. Today we've made our way over to Copacabana on the shore of Lake Titicaca. As you can see, we've arrived here in the center of Copacabana by this beautiful cathedral, and what we've just learned is there's all these cars lined up outside and they're dressed with flowers on the front, and there's petals around the base of the car, and some wine or something has been poured over all 4 tires. I didn't know what was going on. Our tour guide told us that people come to this exact place, to this cathedral, from miles around, and they come from Peru and Chile as well. And when they get a new car, they come here to get it blessed for the rest of its lifespan. So we're about to go into the cathedral, so let's go in and check it out.
So we're seeing a few sights over the 2 days, and our first stop here in Copacabana is the Sanctuary of the Virgin of Copacabana. We are going to go inside now. Unfortunately you can't film inside there, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's all white, and our tour guide just told us that apparently it used to be that the Spanish were allowed to enter inside, but the indigenous people weren't allowed. So they built these 4 areas outside for the indigenous people to be able to worship, but they were never allowed inside. That's up until the 19th century, and obviously now we're all allowed to go in. But as I say, we can't film, so we're going to go check it out and just show you from the outside this beautiful white church building. Amazing. And it's sunny. We're Craig and Kirsty, a couple who have been on the road for the past 3 years sharing our adventures around the world. Right now we're making our way through South America and exploring everything it has to offer. If you enjoy seeing new places and real experiences, please subscribe and welcome to the adventures of Tide Not Travellers.
The local popcorn, and look at the size of it. It's huge.
Pasancalla, this is the name.
Pasancalla.
Exact.
Oh, gracias. Yeah, the popcorn here is very big. Very tasty. I haven't seen this popcorn anywhere else in Bolivia so far. We've arrived here in Copacabana, and there's a lot of market stalls like this. We've just walked from the center of town, and we're heading this way, right onto the shore of Lake Titicaca to get lunch. So we've had a lovely tour of Copacabana, including the cathedral and a few of the streets, and we've just stopped off for lunch.
Yeah, so we're having a little bit of lunch right by the lake, and then we're going to head over to Sun Island afterwards, which is where we're going to spend the afternoon, watch the sunset, and then we're actually going to sleep on Sun Island tonight. We don't know where yet, we don't know where, but it's all
We've seen a
included in the
picture,
tour.
but we don't know any more than that.
Yeah, but lunch is included in this tour, and our accommodation tonight, breakfast in the morning, and lunch tomorrow as well. So it's nice. We don't usually do tours this big, but it's lovely because it's just Craig and I and our lovely tour guide Mabel there. We're going to have lunch with her, and it's nice and private. We can ask her anything we like, and yeah, it's great.
Looking forward to having some food and going and relaxing a bit on the shores of Lake Titicaca before getting the boat across to Isla Del Sol.
Yeah, I forget that we're not by the sea. I keep thinking it's the sea because it's just so vast. Like,
it does smell very fresh like the sea.
Yeah, and there's an anchor, and I straight away was like, oh, we're by the sea. No, we're not. No, we're not.
We're really struggling today. We're really tripping over our words, and it's very strange. Altitude, I think we're a bit tired.
Oh, what is going on? My brain can't cope.
I'm very hungry.
Sorry about that.
Let's have food.
We're just down by the marina and it feels like a European holiday location as you're walking around here, and this is where you can get your boats over to the floating island or the sun island, which is where we're going to go, or Isla del Sol. Apparently it's warmer there, which is what you'd expect when it's a sun island. I can't believe we are only 9 kilometers away from Peru and we're not going to go to Peru. We will eventually, but not now. But yeah, it's pretty nice and feels very touristy and holiday here. There's loads of restaurants along the front looking over the water, and we can see the boats behind me here. It's about 19 degrees, so it's really nice in the sun. We sat in the shade during lunch, so it's really cold, so I put this back on. But yeah, so it's pretty nice and holiday vibes going on here. Lots of tourists just enjoying themselves and hopping on boats going across different places, just like us. So let's go. Sun Island, here we come. He wants to eat it. Comida. He's a hungry baby alpaca. He is cute. He just wants to eat everything. Not your fingers, luckily. He's quite gentle. Okay? I didn't have any food for you. Let's go, change of plans.
After a little wait for a boat to go to Isla del Sol, they're waiting for more people and more people aren't coming along yet. So quick change of plan, we're jumping on a boat which is leaving to floating island now. So we get to go on Lake Titicaca.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Let's go.
It's just us off to the floating island. I wanted to see that anyway, but we're supposed to do it tomorrow, but change of plans.
Private floating island tour. It's funny, when you get on these boats you have to make sure you step onto here, down onto the blue, and make sure you step this side of this bit of wood and not down into there. Be a very wet and chilly ending otherwise. And I'm going to touch Lake Titicaca. There it is. Really nice temperature in there actually. I guess there's so much sunshine here that it warms up the lake. A lot warmer than anything else we've touched in South America so far. Welcome to Floating Island, and I've got to pay attention getting off of this boat. Muchas gracias. Oh,
It's
we are
strange
stood
because this also floats. It's
on a
moving.
floating island. It's moving.
Yeah,
Feels really weird.
you expect it to be still when you get off a boat, and I was like, oh, it's moving, of course. It's so weird.
And don't worry, I know we said we were going to Isla del Sol. It's been a slight change of plan. We were waiting for a boat to go to Isla del Sol for ages because they're waiting for numbers, more people to turn up, and there's not enough people. So I thought rather than sitting there wasting time, let's come to Floating Island first,
Yeah, how
and
cool
then
is this?
hopefully we're going to get to Isla del Sol for sunset. Don't know if it's going to happen, but it's yeah.
If not, it doesn't matter, we're staying overnight, so we'll wake up early and do sunrise.
There you go.
One way or another, we'll see the sunset or sunrise.
But for now, let's check out Floating Island,
Yeah.
which apparently is made up of floating reeds that have been grown and plastic bottles as well.
It's a good use of plastic. So as soon as you come off of the boats, there's this cute little restaurant on the floating island. They're cute, these little huts. So weird walking on this. It's so clear, the water. You can see all like reeds and stuff. So all around me you can see this long reeds. They're called tortora, and they look like this, very skinny. They take about 3 to 6 months to grow, and they grow between 3 to 7 meters in length, and they're used for what we're stood on, the floating island. This is how you make the floating island, using these and the plastic. Also used for things like making hats, baskets. Pretty handy little plant that grows in the water here, and they have it in abundance. So yeah, this is what the floating island is made of. Tortora, great for humans to make things, and also birds like to make nests out of it as well. Perfect nest making material. What a cool plant.
So we found the fish,
We did.
and the poor little trout are all in these pens, aka the trout farm, all along here. We didn't see very many of them in the lake. They're all in the pens. Poor buggers. They're amazing. They are beautiful little trout. They're not native species though, apparently.
Yeah, they were purely introduced here on purpose because the locals wanted to eat trout, so they have just introduced the species here and they kind of control them. These are the babies, I think. They're very pretty. Oh. But yeah, they get cooked there. So here you have some yellow trout, including a poorly one that's on his way out. He's not in a good shape, bless him.
He's still going with the school. He's still going, yeah. Maybe he's drunk, a little bit too much to drink.
It's like our table last night at dinner. This floating island's a bit iffy at times with some gaps.
We've walked up to the Mirador and what a view we have of the highest navigable lake in the world, Lake Titicaca at 3,800 meters.
Yeah, I really like this viewpoint as well because it's called Viewpoint Chani and it was about 15 steps to get up here. That's my kind of viewpoint. No big hike involved. But look at this view, amazing. And you can see Peru over there.
Yep, this is
Hola,
our
Peru.
first sighting of Peru on the shores over there. Amazing.
Yeah,
We've got, as we've said before, a beautiful sunny day for it. And the lake is just beautiful and shimmery on top and crystal clear water is stunning.
Really want to go for a swim, but apparently the temperature is about 10 degrees. So we'll give it a miss. Plus we need to get back to Copacabana and get back on the boat to Sun Island.
Plus the small matter of we didn't bring any swimwear, but
yeah.
never mind.
Back we go to Floating Island.
Gracias.
Careful. So it looks like for the second time today we've almost missed our boat because we were just going back to Copacabana to catch our boat at 5 o'clock and it's 5 to 5 and the boat's just gone past us. So it left without us. We're going to jump across onto it.
Our boat is this one.
We're going to be leaping from boat to boat to get to Isla Del Sol.
In the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Adios. Ciao. Bye bye. Ciao.
What we've learned today is that the boats do not stick to their time schedules in Copacabana.
Yeah, so right in the middle of the lake we're going to be jumping from one boat to another. Gracias. Gracias, ciao.
We will make it to Sun Island.
We survived.
Yeah, we survived.
I think these guys just don't want us to make it to Sun Island. This is the last boat going to Sun Island today, so we had to get it. And we just saw it go past. And the guy who was casually steering our boat with his foot was more awake than we realised because he suddenly stopped and went, "That's your boat. You guys have got to get on it." And we were like, "What?"
And he whistled, he just suddenly whistled. It's so strange. But we've still got about 10 minutes back to Copacabana and it's 5 to 5, so I don't know how this boat calls at 5 o'clock. Crazy.
Chasing sunsets.
Ciao. Adios, take care. I think we've been dropped off at a special little jetty. Off goes our boat and we are off up the stairs to try and catch the sunset before it disappears over the horizon. Run, wifey, run!
We're still at altitude, remember?
Come on, Mabel, where are you taking us?
To catch the sunset.
To catch the best sunset spot.
The sea or the sea.
The challenge is to see the sunset before we pass out.
I think so.
This is the first time that I do this, okay?
Really?
Gracias.
First time she's done this.
First time for everything. There's even some pigs on our way up. Hola. There goes our boat. This is our Rocky Balboa moment to make it to the top of this hill before the sun disappears. You can see it, the shadow of the hill we're climbing on that island behind us. Well, I think that's the mainland actually. A little bit further to go. Last few steps to the top, that became quite a scramble. And wow, we're out of breath. I think, unfortunately, the sun might have just dipped below the horizon. But like I said, we're nearly there. Last few steps. Wow, carrying this and with this on my back as well. Jesus Christ. Got my MacBook in there, hard drives, freaking all the stuff that can't afford to leave behind. Spare clothes, wow. But look, the sun hasn't actually gone down below the horizon yet. But unfortunately we're just behind that hill, which is blocking it. You can still see the colours, it's still really beautiful. And if I just pan around, here you go. Mabel has made it as well. And Kirsty.
I think.
Good job, team.
You're trying to kill us.
How are you feeling?
Did I join the army or the Marines? It's like a heavy bag full of tech, running through vegetation.
Okay, catch your breath.
Trying to catch the sunset.
Look at that.
As you'd expect on an island named Isla Del Sol, the sunset and colours of the sky were beautiful. After spending some time watching the sunset and catching our breath, we then had to make the rest of the journey in the dark by foot to our accommodation, which we were so happy to arrive and see that it faced perfectly out to the east, ready for us to catch a perfect view of tomorrow's sunrise.
Good morning from day 2 on Isla del Sol and Lake Titicaca. It is 6:55. Woke up about 20 minutes ago in time for sunrise. I've got the camera set up over there for time-lapsing the sunrise, and just check out this view. It's going to pop up over those mountains in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. So peaceful. There's all the boats that you get from Copacabana across to Isla del Sol. If I twist around this way, that's where we've come from. That's the mainland over there. Copacabana, just in front of those distant mountains. And we got dropped off by the boat and hiked up to that hill there and walked along here and then down to our accommodation, which is just here. And Kirsty's enjoying the sunrise from the comfort of bed. Hi Kirsty. There she is. But yeah, sun's about to pop up over the mountains. Hope you enjoy it. Joined by a couple of little doggos for sunrise. Hi guys. Just checking out what's going on. Admittedly, we don't see too many sunrises. There it is, first light. These are the really cute little lodges that we've stayed in. This is our one here, just perfect for a night or two stay on Isla del Sol. Nice welcoming mat. And then go in, and here's Kirsty watching sunrise from bed.
The idea of watching this sunrise from this bed is the best. The room is absolutely freezing, but the 3 blankets in this bed are making it bearable.
I just made a little mocha there.
So that's why I
Coffee and chocolate, the best.
chocolate. So, coffee and chocolate.
So after a beautiful sunrise this morning and great breakfast with the views overlooking this good breakfast in that building just there, it's time to now leave this nice little refugio. That's the beauty of arriving here, because we watched the sunset up at the top and then walked down here for about an hour in the dark. Arriving here in the dark, we didn't get to see this, and then we got to wake up to this. So nice. And now it's time to do another little hike and check out a little bit of Sun Island. Unfortunately, we have to leave by 10 a.m. to get the boat back to Copacabana. And yeah, then we're going to do another hike in Copacabana today, have some lunch, and then the bus back to La Paz. But yeah, lovely sunny day again for this. It's great. What a beautiful way to start your day here on Sun Island. Views this way, woodpeckers flying around. Oh, I can't every day start this good. I'm in a good mood all day long. Say hi, hello. Oh. Buen dia. Oh, he's so cute.
We've hiked about 20 minutes from our hostel and we've arrived at one of the main sites of this part of Sun Island.
So here we're at the hot springs, and our lovely guide has just told us that apparently the Incas used to travel to Sun Island especially to come to these hot springs because they cure ailments and illnesses and also give life. They believe that it prolongs their life. Today there are 2,500 people who live on Sun Island and they still get their water supply from here. So the donkey that we just saw back there will be one of the donkeys whose job it is each morning to carry big containers of water up to where the inhabitants of the island are. So yeah, how cool is that? I'm going to go touch it because I've got a sore back. I'm hoping it'll fix me. It's a really nice temperature. It's cold but not too cold.
The rest of Sun Island's really dry and arid, but this area is like an oasis, this area around the springs, because it's got such plentiful water supply. See, there's trees and greenery everywhere. Is that good?
Okay, I'm going to put it on my back because my back's aching from carrying bags around for 5 months.
She's already been hinting after a massage from me. No pressure.
So although I keep calling it a hot spring, it's not a hot spring, it's just a regular spring, which is why the locals get their water supply here. We're now down in an area known as Ivani, which is the community that live here on the island nowadays. Oh, hello! Definitely got a new friend. If I was him, I would want to stay on the island of the sun, definitely. Stay on Sun Island, buddy! I'd love to take you with me.
We need to make a quick dash down these steps alongside the spring water because our boat is due to leave in about 5 minutes, if it leaves on the time it says it's going to this time. If not, I think the next boat's not until 1 or 2 o'clock or something, which would really mess up our schedule according to the tour guide. Our boat's here and it's time to board. I was hoping we were going to see the ruins on Isla del Sol. Apparently they're in the north of the island, and the island's almost 12 kilometers in length, over 6 kilometers width, and so it would have been a long hike to get to the north to see the ruins, even though I thought that's what we were going to do, but unfortunately not. We've been told we need to get the earlier boat back to Copacabana. So that's what's happening, and we arrived last night at about 6 p.m. on the most southern tip of Isla del Sol, so obviously it would have been a long stretch to get to see those ruins in the north, but like I said, I didn't think we were going to be leaving as early as 10 a.m. Arriving at 6 p.m. and then leaving at 10 a.m. the following morning is not enough time on Isla del Sol. I tried to push to see some more, but we've literally walked from our accommodation down through this town, stopped at the spring en route to our boat, so never mind. They look great. I advise if you come to Isla Del Sol, probably come and see those ruins because they do look cool. But our boat's here, I better not get left behind. Let's go back to Copacabana. It's been short and sweet. Whew. It's fumey on the boat.
Our time on Sun Island is now sadly over, but our adventure's not, so on to the next.
Saying goodbye to Isla Del Sol in the background here. That's the point where we got dropped off last night. If I spin around this way, you can see this island, which from a distance I thought looked like a jellyfish island. Apparently it used to be covered in snakes, but they grew a new species of tree on there which outcompeted the snakes for some reason. And just peeking out behind the former Snake Island, just over there, you can see Moon Island. Apparently there's quite a lot of trade between Moon Island and Sun Island, trading things like local crops, potatoes, food, vegetables and things like that. And it's a beautiful day today. I'm up here on deck. It's a little bit choppier than it was yesterday. We're on a smaller boat and it's really sketchy to get up here actually. If you can see that little wooden ladder on the side. But yeah, it's so cold here at night. But as soon as the sun comes up, it's a nice temperature. We're out here in the middle of Lake Titicaca, and I'm just in a t-shirt. It's a little bit on the nippy side, but can just about cope.
You okay?
Oh, hello.
This is stunning.
You're like a whack-a-mole. Let's go dunk.
Don't whack me. Oh, nice little Bolivia flag.
Yeah, I filmed it.
Nice.
And over here on the west side of Lake Titicaca is Peru. Just see the coastline of Peru on that far side of the lake. Gracias, amigo. Ciao. Ciao. And there we go, we're back at Copacabana. It's been about a 1 hour motor back from Isla del Sol to Copacabana. And something else that's really nice about the island is there's no vehicles on it whatsoever. There's no cars, no motorbikes, just donkeys and dogs. So it's really, really nice and peaceful.
Yeah, a nice change from how busy La Paz is with all the cars.
But yeah, I think we're just gonna go and get lunch now. And then we've got a hike in store before heading back to La Paz. So we're going to have lunch afterwards, but first we are going to walk up these steps. We've already come up a bit of an incline up to El Calvario viewpoint, which there's going to be stunning views out across Copacabana. So let's do this. Feeling energetic? We're not. Are you feeling energetic?
I can't wait to run up these steps with 15 kilos or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, this is the
One
first
cross,
two cross.
12 to go. There are 14 crosses because there are 14 seasons of the life of Christ. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on, you got to drop your mic.
I out. Cheers. Cheers crosses.
We've made it about halfway up, absolutely blowing.
And now we've got to do that.
Now for the stairs. As Mabel said, we're at the half top.
Cross number 7, so we're definitely halfway. Amazing views.
And there's this memorial here as well.
More Titicaca Lake. Wow. Oh, I'm going to miss this lake. One of the best things about hiking in South America are the doggos that join you along the way. This one's got a bad leg, but he seems insistent on coming with us. Bless him. Whereas the other one's just going all over the place, fit as a fiddle, unlike me. I think they're buddies, they take care of each other. Oh, I can feel that burn. Oh. Made it! Yay! Oh. Panoramic views.
Good job, team.
Amazing!
Have fun.
I love the music. That was good.
We made it.
We did it! Yeah! Here she goes.
Here we go.
50,
Why am I
3,
doing them, not you?
4.
10.
Yay!
Right, 40 more to go.
Now we can chocolate.
Go.
Go.
3. That was 9.
One more time.
Yeah.
On the lowest step possible. Go on, Team Titicaca. Here we go, Mabel.
Oh my goodness, yeah, okay. So,
Mabel. Yes, 2,
Oh my gosh.
3, 4. You got this.
10.
10, yes! Yes, Mabel. Yes, high five. Great work.
Okay.
This is the ritual at the top.
Bit of eucalyptus to help the breathing. It's needed.
And there's our doggos just there. They made it to the top. Good job, boys. There he is.
Good job.
You made it.
Good job, darling.
We're all dancing to Aventura on top of Lago Titicaca. Come on, don't be shy, girls.
I'm shy now the camera's on. I've given it some before.
We made it to the top. It is a tough walk up here, it's got to be said, but so worth the views. And you can see across Lake Titicaca to Isla Del Sol, where we've come from. And then if I pan round this way, you can see over to Copacabana Beach and the town there as well.
And Peru.
And Peru further in the distance, yeah.
But yeah, we've made it up past the 14 crosses, and then behind us are the 7, I don't know if they're like apostles, I'm not sure what they are, something to do with their religion and them sacrificing themselves for baby Jesus. Either way, it's a stunning view up here, and we were lucky enough to be accompanied by 2 beautiful doggos.
Yeah, who are KO'd at the top now.
Yeah, and a little bit of dancing at the top, and some press-ups. I don't know where that all came from, but we just got a lot of energy.
We were talking about rocky music and
Yeah.
getting to the top, and
I blame Maple. She
Just went from there.
She's getting the music going and be like, she's like, come on guys, do some press-ups. I was like, okay.
so motivational. Thank you, Mabel.
The Cerro Calvario viewpoint really is a must-see sight when visiting Copacabana. Sure, it's a 30-minute tough climb when you're already at a high altitude, but the views over Lake Titicaca and the surrounding Andes Mountains are unrivaled, and the 7 crosses lined up along the top really make a unique photo opportunity. For us, it was the perfect end to our time in Copacabana and the Lake Titicaca region.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed watching. It's been an amazing couple of days here touring this area. So nice
Thank
to get
you
out
so
of the
much.
city after being in La Paz for a while. It's been so nice. But we are going
Fresh
back
air.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Going back there for a couple of nights, and we've got a crazy adventure coming up next.
in the next video. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Please give the video a like and subscribe. Appreciate it as ever. It really helps us to grow and make more videos. We really appreciate it.
And we hope you've enjoyed exploring this part of the world with us. It's been amazing. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. Ciao.
Bye.